Welcome everyone. Today we're diving into the AI transformation in financial services. It's really a fascinating shift, right?
Absolutely. There's so much to unpack here, especially how AI has been reshaping everything from back office operations to frontline customer experiences.
Exactly. And financial services have been leveraging AI for a long time, but now with generative AI and advanced models, the pace has really
Definitely.
accelerated. The white paper highlights that firms in banking, insurance, and even capital markets are upping their investments. A whopping $35 billion in 2023, projected to reach almost $97 billion by 2027.
Wow, those numbers are staggering. And it's not just about spending, right? It's about the strategic shift from just driving efficiency to actively tapping into revenue growth.
Yeah, right. It's like they're not just looking at cost reduction anymore. They're talking about personalized customer experiences and product innovation. Financial executives, about 70% of them believe AI will be a major revenue contributor soon.
Yep, indeed. I find that idea really compelling. It seems like AI is stepping in as both a tool for automation and as a catalyst for new revenue streams, especially in areas like personalized offers and upselling.
Absolutely. And think about it this way, it's like having a supercharged assistant that not only speeds up routine tasks but also identifies new opportunities by synthesizing huge
Yeah,
amounts of
exactly.
data.
And speaking of synthesizing data, the white paper goes in depth on the potential of using small language models and retrieval augmented generation, right?
Yeah, that's spot on. They break it down into a few emerging trends: small language models, which are more task specific and efficient, RAG, which helps enhance generative models with in house data, and even AI agents that can operate autonomously across a wide range of tasks.
Interesting indeed. The integration with quantum computing was also mentioned, right? That part really opens up the conversation on accelerated decision making, almost like having a turbo boost for fraud detection.
Right, exactly. The idea here is that quantum computing can help process and analyze complex patterns much faster, which is crucial in financial services where any delay could mean heavy losses.
Yeah, that's a powerful combination. Now, there's also this whole discussion about the impact on the workforce. AI isn't just about technology, but about transforming how people work.
Totally. It's recognized that for AI transformation to really succeed, companies must invest in talent development and reskilling. Nearly 90% of leaders believe their reskilling strategies need a massive overhaul.
Absolutely right. And I guess this raises the question, will AI eventually replace jobs or simply augment them?
Well, it's a bit of both, actually. AI can take on repetitive tasks and free up human employees to focus on more strategic decisions. But there's also the risk of job displacement if not managed carefully.
That's a critical point. I would say, though, that responsible AI implementation should balance those outcomes with reskilling, right? Needless to say, this is where corporate culture plays a huge role.
Exactly. And this brings us to another important theme in the paper: responsible AI. Organizations are urged to prioritize self-governance, cybersecurity, privacy, and ethical considerations right from the start.
Yep. It's almost like a four-pillar approach: organizational, operational, technical, and reputational to ensure AI is beneficial without compromising ethical standards.
That's right. And, some companies are already setting up frameworks to govern how AI is built, trained, and deployed. They're trying to avoid even minor biases that could, when scaled up, have disastrous impacts.
Absolutely. Speaking of risks, the white paper really highlights potential challenges like misinformation, deepfakes, and data privacy. Those are pretty significant concerns for financial institutions.
True, and it's quite alarming. There was that example where a finance worker was tricked by a deepfake CFO, leading to a $25 million transfer scam.
Yeah, that's chilling. That really underscores how AI can be both beneficial and dangerous simultaneously. And then, of course, there's the risk of spreading misinformation and manipulating markets.
Right, and it's not just deliberate misuse. Sometimes well-intentioned deployments can inadvertently introduce biases. So it's up to regulators and companies alike to stay on top of these threats and manage them appropriately.
Yeah, indeed. Now, regulation is another hot topic. The paper mentions that regulatory frameworks are in a bit of a tug of war between promoting innovation and protecting consumers.
Exactly. There are three big questions on the regulatory table: the pace of innovation, what exactly should be regulated, and who is responsible for the oversight.
That's a tricky balance indeed. I wonder, though, don't you think excessive regulation might actually stifle innovation? Some argue that comprehensive regulation could put traditional players at a disadvantage compared to fintech startups.
That's a good point. There is definitely a debate here. The paper does mention conflicting views on this. While some believe robust regulation protects customers and ensures fair competition, others worry it might slow down the evolution of AI use cases in financial services.
Right, it's a fair critique. The balance is really delicate. And it seems that different regulators across regions are taking various approaches. On one hand, there's the EU's Comprehensive AI Act. On the other, policies from the US seem more relaxed in comparison.
Yeah, and that's exactly why there's an ongoing global dialogue. There needs to be some level of standardization that reassures companies their investments won't be undermined by sudden policy shifts.
Absolutely. What I really find intriguing is how the paper ties this all together, emphasizing collaboration across the industry. Stakeholders from banks, insurers, asset managers, and fintech are all involved in these discussions.
Exactly. It's a massive cross-industry effort. The World Economic Forum's AI Governance Alliance, for instance, brings together over 500 members to ensure AI is used inclusively and ethically.
Yep, that collaboration is key. And this collaborative approach seems critical to address both technical challenges and policy gaps. Also, it helps in setting practical guidelines for responsible AI implementations.
That's right. By focusing on foundational principles like emerging technologies, data sovereignty, self-governance, and measurement, financial institutions can not only drive innovation, but also protect the integrity of the financial system.
Absolutely. It's almost like a blueprint for the future where AI isn't just a tool for efficiency, but a cornerstone for overall industry transformation.
Yeah, the transformation is unprecedented. We're seeing the convergence of several technologies, and AI is at the heart, impacting processes from fraud detection to customer support, and even how decisions are made at the executive level.
Right, that's profound. And with that kind of extensive change, it's no wonder that some executives are feeling the pressure to rapidly adapt. It's like an entirely new era is dawning in financial services.
Absolutely, and it's a wake-up call for leaders across the board, from ensuring employees are reskilled to embracing innovative tech stacks for faster decision-making. It truly is cross-functional change.
Totally. What stands out is how the industry isn't waiting for change, it's actually spearheading it, even while facing significant challenges like misinformation and deepfake threats.
Right, the proactive mindset is palpable. Financial services, with their rich data and language-based operations, are uniquely positioned to utilize these AI advancements, but it all comes down to responsible experimentation and structured regulation.
Exactly, striking that balance is critical. In summary, the paper paints a broad yet detailed picture of where financial services stands with AI, its transformative potential, robust investment trends, workforce challenges, emerging technologies, and regulatory hurdles, all interwoven into the narrative.
Absolutely, and I think it's exciting to see how these insights can guide the industry's journey towards a more innovative and resilient future. There's a lot of work ahead, but the potential benefits for customers and the global economy make it all worth it.
Yep, here's to a future powered responsibly by AI.